Hi there, year ones. I hope you're having a lovely, lovely day. We've been talking about instructions this week. We started by having a go on Monday, and yesterday we were talking about those imperative verbs, those bossy verbs that come at the start of a command. Today we're going to kind of bring it all together, and we're going to be looking at our instructions checklist. We're going to use this to help us write instructions. Okay, so this checklist has everything that you need to have in your instructions. Okay, so it starts here. Use a how to in the title so that your reader knows what the instructions are all about. Okay, that's the first thing the reader needs to know. Well, what are these instructions for? Okay, because if the reader wants instructions on how to make a Lego Hogwarts, and they pick up instructions that say how to make a paper airplane, they'll know straight away that they've got the wrong thing. So it's really, really important that we have the title. In the title, we say how to, and so that the reader knows what kind of instructions you are doing. Okay. It's important to have a list in there, a list of ingredients or materials or what they will need. Okay, because there is no point telling the reader to make a Hogwarts castle and mention lots of things about Lego and not, first of all, tell them that they actually need Lego. Okay, you need to tell them what they need before they start doing the instructions. Okay, we're going to use numbers and letters or bullet points to show order. Okay, because we want our reader to start at the start and move all the way down till they get to the last instruction. We don't want them going from the first to the third to the sixth to the second. Okay, because otherwise they're going to get confused and they won't end up making what we want them to make. We're going to use imperative verbs, those bossy verbs. We're going to tell them what to do. Okay, so a lot of our sentences are going to start with a verb, an imperative verb. Mix, stir, cut, slice. Okay, tell them straight away what we want them to do. We're going to keep our sentences short and clear. Okay, they're not going to be long sentences because we want them. We want the information to be really, really easy to read and clear to read. So we're going to keep our sentences short. Okay, and we might even have in some diagrams and illustrations. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you the instructions that I wrote on how to make a jam sandwich, and we're just going to quickly check through our checklist whether I have all of those things. Okay, so the first thing is use how to in the title. Well, I've got how to make a jam sandwich, so I can tick that. Okay, now the reader knows that that everything underneath here is going to be instructions on how to make a jam sandwich. Okay, I put a line under it. It's not for you, it's for the reader. It's just to make it neater for the reader. Okay, I've left a gap of a line before I start writing in what you will need. Okay, because again, it's just easier for the reader to read it. If all of our sentences are right on top of each other, it's harder for the reader to see it. So we're going to be using a lot of gaps today. Not for you, because you guys know how to do whatever you're going to be telling the reader to do. It's about them. It's about making it as easy as it possibly can be for them. Okay, so there's going to be lots of space between information just to make it easier. Okay, so we have what you need, and again, I've used space here for jam. You could write it in a list where it goes down like this. You certainly could. I've just decided you do it like that. Okay, I've used bullet points. So these are what bullet points look like. Okay. So let's see. Lists. Yes, I have a list of what we need. Okay, and then I've put a line underneath that again just for the reader, and they know that everything underneath this will be about what they will need. Now they know here that that they're about to be introduced to instructions. Okay, I've used numbers to help the reader through the instructions. Okay, so it's nice and clear where they're going to start. Now you will. So yes, I'm going to use numbers and bullet points. How we use imperative verbs. Now, I talked to you yesterday about when we say those commands, we're going to put the imperative verb at the start of the sentence. I haven't done that this time because I want to use, as well as using the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to bring the reader through the instructions. I've also put in some time connectors, some front of time variables, just to tell them to bring them through the order. Okay, so first, spread butter on the 2 slices of bread. Okay, I've given them all the information I need. I haven't given them anything more. Okay, kept it nice and short. Okay, then spread jam on the 2 slices of bread. Okay, so there's my fronted time adverbial, and there's my imperative verb. Okay, that's the command. That's the start of the command. Next, there's my fronted time adverbial to bring them through. Put 1 slice on top of the other. After that, cut the sandwich in half. Finally, put the sandwich on the plate and enjoy. Okay, so these are all there for the reader. And again, you will notice that I leave gaps of a line after each instruction, just to make it really, really super clear for the reader. So let's just check. Have we got imperative verbs? I did have imperative verbs. I had short, clear instructions. Do I have diagrams? So they're little drawings that help, or illustrations that help the reader. Okay. So for instance, I haven't done that, but I could do that. So, for instance, if the reader doesn't know what a plate is, they could help them. You can help them out by drawing a plate. Okay. Or they're not sure what a knife looks like. You can help them out by drawing a knife. That's not a bad knife. Well done, Mr. McIntyre. Or what you could do is you could draw a picture of the finished article, what a jam sandwich would look like, so they know, oh, well, I followed these instructions and it looks like this. Hey, I've made myself a jam sandwich. Okay. Now this is not going to look great, but we'll do it anyways. Okay. So here's our jam sandwich on a plate. Look at that. Right, you guys can do a lot better drawing than me, but there you go. So that's what you could do. So what you guys are going to do, I want you to make instructions on how to wash your hands for a reception child, okay? And you're going to use your instruction checklist as you go through it, and then afterwards, can you tick everything, okay? And then really the easiest way to work out if you've done how to wash your hands, the easiest way to do that is to actually look at your instructions and go through them yourself and see if actually at the end you've got some nice, clean, washed hands. Okay, remember guys, think of your reader and have a lovely day.